Vanessa.
I'm Ray.
And we are Orderly. Okay, today we're going to talk about mindful consumption after last week's episode of procrastination. Right? So when we talk about mindful consumption, it's just like our daily habits, the things that we buy in general.
Like how to be more mindful, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think that's something that a lot of our clients
Struggle.
even people around us, like our friends, like they always tell me like, how to be more mindful. Like, it's so easy to purchase, especially like
Shopee, ding ding.
Daiso.
Daiso.
$2, right?
Yeah.
It's like, it's so easy because it's so affordable.
Yes.
And
It gets delivered to you like almost instantly.
next day or within the same day even, right? So then what happens is then there's too much clutter and then it gets overwhelming and then you need to declutter. So to prevent all of this from happening, we need to just go back to square one and to remind ourselves to consume more mindfully.
Yeah.
But you know, we didn't
start out this way lah.
No lah, we were not born and then like...
Yeah, I think all of us
mindful
grew
babies.
up like in hyper-consumerist homes, right? I'm sure our parents, most of them have a lot of stuff at home, and most of them, because how they were in their adulthood versus their lives in their childhood were very different. So I think a lot of them took the advantage to, you know, buy whatever they wanted to buy. I mean, Singapore just grew so quickly, right? And as a result, everyone's lives improved dramatically.
Yeah.
Which also led to the behavior of the buying lah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't blame them for it. I would have done the same probably if like
we were in that generation.
The scarcity generation, right?
So was there anything that you used to purchase or consume like mindlessly or like...
Clothes when I was younger, like when I was a teenager. You too?
Of course, secondary school
And
days.
you know,
right?
go Bugis Street and buy the Ling Ling Long Long, all the
$10 basket.
accessories.
I would
basket.
hit the $10
Oh, the
basket.
$10 basket.
Like
Oh,
every shop.
the sale, right?
Yeah,
the clearance.
The clearance basket.
Yeah.
I'll dig.
Yeah. Then I used to buy all this like necklace, rings, earrings, nonsense.
77th Street.
Oh, yeah, but I never buy from 77th Street.
Okay.
Last time Far East also had the...
Oh, Far East.
Far East and Bugis were like the
My
places.
favourite also.
Yeah. To buy
but we 2 years apart, so...
Yes. Okay, like same generation, but I recently went to Far East. It's so empty now, right?
Yeah, oh, now very different. Really.
Yeah, I haven't been to Bugis though.
Yeah.
Is it still the same?
I also haven't been because I think it's very touristy. Touristy now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but same. I think even like back then, even though my allowance wasn't like super a lot, but I would like save, I would eat less and then I would reserve the money for shopping lah.
And it didn't help that like last time we had this 17 magazine lah, and then pushing you to buy more and more
Be
things.
like fashionista,
Yeah.
right? Make sure you look good or like on trend, you know.
Last time I had the horrible vest. Do you remember the vest times when like it was fashionable to wear a vest?
Really?
Yeah, with everything that you wear. A vest. Then there was the fedora period where everybody had a fedora.
I've been to hair accessories, I know.
Yeah, I know, very nonsense.
Then I remember
and then
last
the
time
belt, got the belt, the huge
the big
belt.
belt, got the
Yes,
belt.
the huge belt.
Yeah, and then the short skirt. Remember you're into
Yes,
short skirts?
yes.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like tight at the top and then like flare at the bottom.
Yeah, what is it called lah? I can't remember.
Not peplum though.
No.
Yeah, not peplum.
Peplum tops were a thing also.
Yeah.
And then turquoise, it must be turquoise. Yeah.
Really?
Turquoise was a colour also last time. The colour.
Was it like where Tiffany and Co was like?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
The robin's egg blue, right? Yeah, there's a name for it, right?
Yeah, and like last time when we were teenagers, I don't know, my mom didn't really nag at me for buying.
Actually, my mom, Song Yong. What's the English word for Song Yong?
like bad influence, right? Like she coerces you, not coerce. Like she brings you along for shopping.
Very bad. Like we were all, I mean, we're a family of girls, right? And then like we all love shopping in the past, right? So we will all go out on shopping trips together. They were very nice, buy, right? Yeah. Very
but then
terrible.
like we're so different now, right?
No, terrible. Yeah, now it's like
we're so different.
180.
Yeah. Okay, what changed for you?
I think it first started when I had kids. So when I had my first child, then I don't know. Firstly, I think the focus wasn't on me anymore. So I just didn't really care about how I looked in general. Yeah, because it was survival mode, right? I was just trying to survive, right?
And keep baby alive.
Yes, and myself.
Yeah.
And husband also. Yeah. And then after that, And also, I think after you give birth, you just have this different view of yourself. Like your body just becomes very functional,
Okay.
right? Especially like if you are like breastfeeding for a very long time, it just feels like my body is just like for function, right? Because everyone, I don't know. So when I first gave birth, I think within the first few weeks, like people just come in and out whenever you're doing anything like breastfeeding, they just come in, right? Boundaries again, another thing. So in the hospital, it's like the nurses, lactation consultant, doctors, everybody just comes in whenever you need to do anything, and then everything is being seen already. So I remember once I was breastfeeding in my bedroom in my mom's house at the time. I hadn't moved into my own place yet. Then my mom just came in also. And then, or like, I would say like, oh, I need to feed the baby. And then no one would leave the room. Everyone would just stay there. And I'll be like, okay, I guess I'll just feed my baby in front of you if you don't mind.
Yeah.
I have to whip out a boob. Like, everyone just like as if it's nothing to them also. And then I think after that, I was like, okay lah, I guess it's true that my body is just for function now. So after that, I just didn't care much about like dressing myself up or like presentable lah. I look presentable because after the 4 months I still had to go back to work.
Yeah.
So I look presentable, but not like super doll or anything. And I realized nobody cares. Nobody says anything about how you look. I think people might be too busy caring about themselves also. But yeah, nobody really cares about how you look. Nobody says anything.
I mean, you don't look like you're homeless lah, right?
I don't lah.
Yeah,
like,
I'm just,
I have clothes
as long
on,
as,
just maybe like no
you look
makeup.
decent.
Yeah, so like I stopped putting on makeup after I had kids. Now I have like sunblock and then like maybe just blush and eyeliner, so I look a bit alive, but like just no makeup. So I have no foundation in my house. Nothing, no concealer.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. So it was like from that point that kind of changed your mentality lah.
Yeah. So also after that, then I started just becoming very picky with the things that I bought.
You were saying how perfectionistic you are when it comes to like investing your money in things or like buying things in general, right?
So now also, so with that comes the perfectionism in buying things. So I will only buy something if I like everything about it, including the price.
So once something is not checked off the list,
so
then
I
you
won't buy. Yeah.
So this is when being too perfectionistic actually helps, right?
Yeah lah. Benefit of being perfectionist, right?
Yeah. So it means you're very analytical when it comes to buying. But then I guess the good thing is it helps to minimize your clutter, the clutter that you bring into your house.
Yes,
correct.
Yeah. Or I buy something only when I really need it. Like I need something to be replaced.
Yeah, but that's you being very mindful, you see.
Yeah, so no judgment. I only have 2 bras. So I just rotate between the 2 bras.
Wow, really?
I only have 2 bras, yeah.
Wow.
So now currently I have 3, but because I'm going to throw this current one away.
so down to 2 again.
Yeah, so it'll be down to 2. Because I only just bought the 2 bras. Because, okay, what happened was I had 2 bras and then one got ruined in the dryer. So I had to buy, because I cannot just have 1 bra, right? So I had to buy 2. And then since I have 2 now, this one is kind of falling apart. So I'll get rid of this also. Then I'll be back to 2.
Well, this is good. This is such a booby conversation.
yeah. Sorry, TMI.
So funny.
But how about you? How has your journey been with mindful consumption?
It really changed when I started doing orderly work. Like that point when I started decluttering my house, which led me to wanting to start professional organizing and all. That was really the turning point. I think it was when I really I was just not conscious and not mindful at all of how much had accumulated in my house. Like I think I was so used to this volume of things that I just, okay, lor, you're used to it. And then your threshold just gets pushed further and further, higher and higher, right? And then when I took the effort, the time and the energy to declutter the house, and then I saw what was possible, it just lit up in my mind that like, wow, this is possible. And I can do this. Yeah, I can live in a home. I can live in a home that feels so relaxing and so peaceful, right? Even with a kid, it's doable. It's just your choice, right? And then after that, when I slowly worked on other parts of my home, and then I realized, wow, like the feeling you get when you step into your house every single day is so different.
Yeah.
And I couldn't ignore that anymore. So it was like as if like you're on a road and then I suddenly just decide to turn right. And I'm now on this path.
Yes.
If I didn't do anything about it, I would have continued
Yes.
on the straight path. And that would be like, just consuming mindlessly, buying what I want, maybe, and then allowing clutter to accumulate in my home. Yeah, but since then, I've been very mindful, and I'm very thankful that my husband's also very on board. He wasn't super like into shopping and everything, but we were just not as mindful in the past. But after that, both of us are very conscious about, what we spend on, what we bring into the house. And I think this really, it goes, as in the kids can feel it too, because our habits and how we view like materialistic goods, they will, learn from it, and they'll mirror it as well. So since then, it feels like I can never go back to that old path already, because I feel like I don't ever want to feel that way anymore. I don't ever want to deal with that kind of, like my own house. I don't even want to deal with that kind of cluttered environment in my own home anymore.
I think a lot of clients also resonate with this. So a lot of them, once we pull out all that they own and then they see everything that they have, they're like, I'm not buying anymore. Now I know how much I've been buying, how much I've been accumulating and amassing in my house. And then they're like, I've learned my lesson.
So one of my clients also, I've been working with her for quite some time, and I've been very patient throughout the process, because there were certain things that she wasn't ready to let go yet in our first few sessions. And then afterwards, maybe like 3 to 4 months in, when we revisit that stash again, she's like, why am I seeing it again? Why are we doing this again? Then she started to realize that, like, I realized how indecisive I've been. I realized that, when we are revisiting this the second time, she got a little bit frustrated with herself. But I think that also pushed her to
turn right.
Yes, to turn right. That's right. And then, then she was like, okay, just let go. And
Amazing.
I was like, wow,
Well done.
And I was
Good
like,
job.
and sometimes you really just need to buy yourself a bit of time.
Yes.
When you're ready, you'll really let go.
Yes, that's true.
So I was very happy with that, and very glad that she made that switch. Yeah.
Amazing. But I feel like, so how I have been also curbing the buying, but I think gifting is another issue also when people give you things. Okay, so curbing the buying is one thing. What I do for my clothes is the set number of hangers. So if I want to get rid of, if I want to buy something new, I have to get rid of one thing first. Then I can buy something new. So that's one. For toys also, I have a thing. Did you know?
No.
So the toys thing is, if they want to buy a new toy, they can only buy with the existing set. They cannot buy a new like series.
Oh.
Yeah, so that everything goes in the same box. I don't have to start a new container.
Wow.
So that, I have I have the set amount of containers, right? And then I don't want to buy new
you
containers.
You have like expansion pack lah.
Yes, correct. So you cannot buy like things that have a brand new series to start a new series. No, cannot. Not allowed. You can only stay in the series.
You are so firm with this,
Yeah.
You're like so strict about this. I've never seen you like so strict about anything else other than like
buying
things or like bringing things into the house.
Yeah,
right.
really very strict.
Yeah,
So
really very strict.
now people who come into the house also know like they cannot like give us random things. They can only give us food, or like for the kids' birthday presents, it can only add to the set, or only experiential things.
Okay.
Yeah. So for example, like they can buy the kids subscriptions to like different things like it was like some game last time, and then or like a cool bed subscription. I don't mind. So it's like some math.
Math or like
science
an
thing.
online.
Yeah.
Right.
Or like during the parties, then my mom she paid for the craft. Yeah. And then two of my friends paid for like the face painter. So
nice.
yeah, then I had to bring home stuff.
I know. So I think it's also about owning it and like declaring it to the world.
Yeah.
That I'm now consuming mindfully. I've turned right.
Yes.
I'm going down a different path now. Please respect my choice and help and support this kind of lifestyle that I want to lead lah.
Yeah.
So yeah, same. So for my daughter's birthday last year, birthday party, I also declared to everyone who that I was inviting, no gifts.
Yeah.
I asked ChatGPT to write me a nice poem about no gifts. Please come as you wish, and if you would like to bless us with something, ang paos are preferred. Very paiseh in our culture. It's very a bit
like asking for money, right?
Correct. And I'm not asking for money, but I'm just trying to say if you want to,
Yeah.
I would very much prefer like cash
gift,
Yeah. And it really helped. Like really I brought home 3 gifts, which I was okay. I was very okay with the volume because if I didn't set any
it would have
restriction,
been
then
a mountain.
yeah, and I was like, so I realized the minute I said it out loud, and the more I talk about it, the more people knew, the more people like respected this, and they would then now ask me very
Yes, I love
kindly
it.
like,
Yeah,
what should I get for your kids? What
Yes,
would you prefer?
correct.
Or my parents, even better. You know what they do? They say, you buy the present for the kid, then I transfer you the money.
Yeah.
Wow,
I
I'm
love
like, wow,
it.
happy, good.
Yes.
Because then I can buy something that, maybe I
It's
want to switch out an old
useful.
toy. Then,
Correct.
yeah.
Or like clothes, that they need, that
So I'm
they've
very
outgrown or something. They need
appreciative
new
of
clothes.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's really
great.
more about just talking about it,
Yes.
owning it, don't,
Yeah.
there's nothing to be
But
embarrassed
it also
about.
helps that like everyone knows that we are co-founders of Orderly.
I know.
So they know like, okay, I know that you're Orderly, so
Unfair advantage.
yeah. So maybe you just keep telling people, hey, you know about Orderly, right?
Yeah, use us
I
as the
follow.
excuse.
Yeah.
Use us the
Just say,
excuse,
hey, Ray and Van told me I cannot buy anymore. Yeah. Just use us. use our name.
I watched their podcast, then
Yeah.
wow, they changed their lives around. They're very mindful of their consumption. I also want to be like them. So you can use us as an excuse, no problem.
Yeah, just say the same thing. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Quite funny.
Yeah, but recently I've been getting into skincare, which is very dangerous.
Oh.
Yeah, I know a lot of people who are like,
Slippery slope.
who are like really into skincare. I have a friend, you know her also. We work on a house before. She has like a whole drawer of skincare. Yeah, but her skin is amazing lah. I give it to her lah. She really looks very like she has 0 pores, 0 pores. Like so
Wow.
envious. Yeah, so for
Has it
skincare,
been difficult to be mindful, or like are you very tempted sometimes to this?
Yeah, but again I finish then I buy. But because the temptation with skincare is always to try something new, right? But when you try something new, then you just don't buy so much. Just buy like 1 to try first. Then after that, you have to actually make a decision about which one you're going to continue using. Yeah. Or like if you're trying something new, then don't buy the one that you've already used first.
Yeah.
Wait until you finish trying it first, then you make a decision.
Yeah. I went down that slippery slope before with skincare, and then I got very big chick and frustrated with myself because I tried to change to another brand.
Yeah.
I realized how long it takes to finish 1 bottle.
Very long.
Even if
so
it's
long.
like a trial size, like even a small bottle, it takes at least like 3 weeks
long.
of using every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I was like, oh, I'm so annoyed. And then
but I do like, so I use a lot. I just put a lot. Yeah.
To
finish it. Yeah. So like I put like 4 or 5 things on my face. So toner, then ampoule, then serum, then then sometimes double serum.
Double serum.
Then moisturizer, then daytime sunblock.
Yeah. I
So
do
a lot.
kind of that.
Plus eye cream.
Eye cream.
Yeah, correct. Sometimes I use eye cream for my whole face. Because if I feel like, that day my face very dry, then just eye cream my whole face. Me, I don't care lah. It's just extra moisturizing, right?
Stay for the face.
Yeah. Just expensive normally.
You must have not liked that brand. That's why you want to finish it.
I want to try something new. Just want to finish it so I can try something new.
Right.
Yeah, but it's not bad. I quite like it. I just want to finish it so I can try something.
And I also realized because I just moved into my new place, right? Because it's a new home, you want it to look good, feel good, invite people over, right? So I realized like a new environment or an environment that's set up right, it does help you to become a bit more aware, more conscious about things.
Yeah.
So for example, like I now assign the kids' toys to like these 2 cupboards in the living room. And then when I was in the process of unpacking, I realized that they don't all fit in there. Then I was like, okay, then I will just reserve 1 box.
Yeah.
I declutter. I hide some toys that don't fit in and I don't really want them to play anymore.
Yeah.
And so that box is in my study room now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait out for like a month or 2, and if they don't ask about it, I'm just gonna
bye
and declutter.
Good. I love it.
But I think my point is that like the environment is very important. Like if it's sometimes more often than not, like if it's a new place, you tend to be more motivated to upkeep it. Like even this week I was working with a client who is gonna move into a new home soon, and I saw from the rendering, the renovations, wow, everything looks really nice. Yeah, and I'm sure that she also wants to upkeep it. Yeah, so sometimes when you do it, you're like, involved in the packing, unpacking and all, then you will realize that all these reflections, and then you actually want to do something about it.
Yeah. I think it's also realizing that we actually don't need to live with much.
Yeah, when
we really
I
don't need much.
packed, before I moved, right, I packed up maybe like 80-90% of the toys. And I just kept like 3 different toys out, right? The kids just play every day.
Yeah,
They didn't
lor.
complain at all.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, and then now at the new house, they also just play the same 3 toys. I mean, and other toys, but they still keep playing the 3 toys.
Yeah, lor.
Yeah, so
That's
they
fine.
really don't need much.
Yeah.
But it's really more of like, it's a big mindset shift.
It is, yeah. Because I think we have the impression that if we buy things for our kids, then like it's showing our love, or like you just seeing that moment of joy when they receive something new. But then is it also kind of like training them to always look for something new if we just keep buying them new
That
things?
new thrill, right?
Yeah. The dopamine hit again, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
So I think once you walk down a different path.
Yeah, turn right. Please turn right, everybody. Turn right.
Turn right, yeah. So maybe share in the comments with us, like, are you trying to be more mindful this year?
Something that you want to cut back on, a category that you think you want to...
It may not be
not
like
buy
physical
so much of.
items. It could be like cutting back on social media.
Yeah.
It could be cutting back on food. I'm not sure. Mindful consumption of food.
Also, yes.
Also can. Of course, our hope is that, if everyone's a bit more mindful of their physical things, consumption of those things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people see empty cupboards, they panic,
Yes.
Yes, but it's okay? Emptiness is fine. Emptiness is good.
Yeah, it's space.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
space.
Okay, so let us know.
See you in the next episode.
Bye.